Some episodes may contain graphic content or sensitive topics, while all episodes will consistently feature offensive language and absurd speculations from two opinionated women on a spiritual journey just trying to figure shit out. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, I'm Heather, and I'm here today with my co-host Sharon.
Hello.
Welcome to Hexhaven. So how was your week?
It was pretty good. I got sick on Saturday, though, so it kind of, fucked up my whole weekend. I woke up with, a pounding migraine.
Oh.
And it was, the kind make you sick.
Yeah.
And then, I had to sit in the shower.
Oh, no. I'm telling you, hangovers are worse the older you get.
Yeah.
It's no freaking joke, man.
It's insane. But you know what it really comes down to is, the not eating.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't just not eat dinner and have drinks.
Right.
My body can't handle it anymore.
Right. Yeah. I know that all too well.
Yeah. Fucking sucked. Then Sunday we got a lot of house cleaning done and stuff, so that was good. I kind of felt like I had to make up for being so unmotivated on Saturday.
And we shouldn't have to. But I think we do as women, as moms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember when my daughter was younger, because being a migraine sufferer for so long, the days that I was down, I felt so guilty.
Yeah.
That I didn't do enough with her. I didn't, make her a good meal. She just ate crap all day because I couldn't get out of my bed.
Yeah, pizza rolls for dinner.
She learned how to use the microwave early.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. But yeah, I know that guilt where I'm like, fuck, I had a day off and we could have went to the park and we could have did this, but when you feel like shit, you feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get the luxury to lay around and recuperate like a dad does.
Right.
I mean,
well, and then
no
that's the other
dudes,
thing.
but...
No, but for real. For real. Because the other thing is, I woke up on Sunday and then I was so frustrated because nobody had done anything.
Oh, no.
That's what happens at my house is if I'm out of commission, no one does anything.
Yeah, they're like, well, she's not doing anything. Why should we?
Absolutely. And so then I'm like, there's food in the sink. Just shit all over the floor, no, and then there was something that I felt kind of bad, but he likes to mess with the mirror, and, he messes with the toothpaste in the bathroom, so when I woke up, there was, a huge smear, over the whole bottom half of the mirror, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Why would you do that? He's like, I didn't do it. And I was
okay.
Yeah, okay, so Dad did it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I'm
that'd be so frustrating.
I was like, you guys all just walked past it and didn't think to clean it up?
Right.
So now here I am just waking up and that's the first thing I see in the morning?
Right.
You've all been up for 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, but guys aren't as tuned into things as women are.
They really are.
They are not. That male gene starts strong very young, too.
I got a bunch of them.
Yeah. You do. You have a house full of them.
I live in a fucking frat house. It's so frustrating.
Oh my
gosh,
I
all,
bet.
But man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
We're going to talk a little bit about our love languages.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this one. I don't know very much about love languages.
And we first brought it up in your astrology episode. I never knew about this either until recently. I may have saw the author of the book on a talk show or something, and I was like, oh no shit, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman.
Gary Chapman.
Yeah, so Gary Chapman, PhD, is a well-known marriage counselor and director of marriage seminars. The 5 Love Languages is one of Chapman's most popular books, selling over 20 million copies.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and has been on the New York Times best-selling list since 2007.
Holy shit!
So it's still on the best-selling list. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not probably in the top 20, but it's still on there.
Right.
That's crazy. So the book basically outlines 5 primary ways people express and experience love. So Sharon and I went on, it's 5lovelanguages.com, and it's the number 5, and then it spells out lovelanguages.com. So we went on there, and you take this quiz. It's a series of questions.
It's like, would you be happier to receive this or this? Is how I think they phrased the questions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like,
would you be happier to receive a gift from your partner or a thank you?
Yeah.
You know, kind of like it was breaking it down like that. Or
yeah.
This situation, would you like a hug or a gift?
Right.
The book outlines 5 primary ways people express and experience love. And the love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Were you surprised at what your result was?
No.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised with mine at all.
So my result was acts of service. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of the questions that got me probably to that point were like, would you prefer to get a gift from your significant other, or would you prefer if your significant other helped you with tasks when he saw you were overwhelmed?
Right.
And it was like stuff like that where I was like, absolutely help me. You know,
mop that floor, honey. I don't need another plant.
Right. Like, does it make you happier when your spouse gives you a hug? Or hold your hand, or does it make you happier when your spouse does the dishes without being asked?
Right. Yep, for sure. So I definitely got acts of service. I was very curious because I got this percentage breakdown.
Yeah, that would have been so cool.
Did you do yours on your phone or on your laptop?
On my phone.
I bet you that's why you didn't get the breakdown like this.
Oh, okay.
So, because I think it's funny. I'm going to tell you my percentages. And then we're going to talk about what each one means. But,
okay.
So acts of service, I had 32%. That was my highest.
Okay.
Quality time was 29%.
Okay, pretty close.
Yep. And then words of affirmation was 26%.
Okay.
Receiving gifts, 13%. And physical touch for me was 0.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you grow up and you're not a kid that gets hugged.
Mine might honestly be pretty low too. I didn't get the percentages.
I kind of looked at
but I know the acts of service was 33%.
Okay, so yours is up there too.
Yeah.
You sent me a screenshot of your thing, and your little section did you email it to me? Oh no, you sent it here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Your section, I'm going to bring this over and show you.
Okay.
Real quick. But if you see, so this is acts of service, and that would be quality time.
Oh.
So this up here is got to be your physical touch, which yours is a lot bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Mine's like a dot.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe go on there and see what your actual percentages
take it again on my computer. That'd be cool to see, because I was like, oh, this is so cool to see, but I was curious, what was my second highest?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, if you created an account, you should be able to just log into your computer and then re-pull it up.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can do that.
Hopefully, otherwise you'd
Actually, I don't think it asked me. No, it had to have.
This asked me to create an account. Okay, so we're going to talk about the words of affirmation. So the first love language, words of affirmation, is the love language that involves verbal and written forms of communication to express affection, appreciation, and encouragement. This may be in the form of compliments, positive reinforcement, thoughtful cards, emails or texts, emotional intimacy, and saying, I love you.
So what was that your second highest?
No, that was my third.
Oh, okay.
Words of affirmation.
Because I'm willing to bet that's probably my second highest.
Really?
Yeah, because I've always been such I need positive feedback.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, and for me, I feel uncomfortable when someone compliments me.
Yeah.
And your quality time and words for affirmation, they look pretty even.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Then the second love language is acts of service. And acts of service is about helping your partner through meaningful actions, which is the one that we both ranked the highest that we need, right?
Yeah.
With this language, you might take on some responsibility that takes pressure off your partner, or you might do things that you know will make them feel supported. This looks like doing chores, especially when one that you know the other dislikes, cooking them breakfast, bringing them a cup of coffee, offering to run errands when they're short on time or not feeling well. So definitely acts of service was huge for me.
Yeah, men, listen up. That's what women need.
Right?
I guarantee you probably 50% of women have acts of service as their first one.
I would think so. I feel like, yeah. And the number 3 love language is receiving gifts. And this one was my second to last, scoring with 13%. This love language is pretty straightforward. It tends to be amplified when important events, holidays, or anniversaries roll around, but it can also be meaningful to your partner if it's done subtly or as a surprise on a random Tuesday afternoon just because you love them.
Yes.
You don't necessarily need to go big or go home. A gift can be something as simple as like being at the gas station getting gas and then going in and getting their favorite drink or snack. A gift card that helps them complete a project, or a handwritten letter expressing how much you love or appreciate them. A thoughtful playlist you put together with songs that remind you of them. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's too sappy for me.
See, so I, like, for me, with the gifts, it's the surprise gifts, like the ones you're not expecting that don't come for a birthday or an anniversary, that is just like, I saw this, it made me think of you, kind of thing. Those questions, I was like, that, if it asked me about that or physical touch, I chose that.
Yes.
Like, because
right?
Something about, like, it made me think of you. Like, just, it really gets me. And I had an ex who he wasn't, like, a very good boyfriend overall.
Yeah.
But the one thing he did that, like, kept me, I think, on the hook for a while was he would literally go out on the bike trail and pick me flowers.
Aww.
Like, I don't need someone to buy me flowers.
Right.
Like, just the fact that he would put the effort in to go and do something like that for me is really what was like, come here, baby.
Right? Blah, blah, boom.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, that's really what gets me is the gifts for no reason.
Well, and I think for me, what I need is acts of service, but I think the way I show love is the gifts.
Yes.
Because I'm a very big, like, when I see something and I think of someone, I buy it. And I'm like, I'll hold on to it, or I'll just give it to them. And a lot of times I see something and I'm like, oh, would it be weird if I bought this for this person?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, but you think of them and like, yeah. But that's the way I think I show my love. Oh, and I would probably say acts of service. Like, but when it comes to my friends, like if they need anything, I'm, I'll come over.
Right.
You know, like.
I think that mine probably is also acts of service. Like, just because I think that I love in the way that I want to be loved. Yeah, that makes sense. You know? Mm-hmm. I want Jay to take this test because I'm curious, like, what his is versus mine.
Yeah, you should. Well, and that's how this whole thing started, is because this guy is like a marriage counselor. Yeah. And he was trying to figure out, like, they love each other, but why are they, like, missing? Right. Like, well, because his love language is touch and hers is not. Hers is acts of service.
And so I'll be completely honest. I'm pretty sure that is his. Yeah. Is the physical touch, because he is a very, like, let me hold your hand. Let me, like, Yeah. Very physical. And I am not. Right. And, like, so that maybe is, like, where we butt heads a little bit.
And, when I was thinking about this, too, is, like, as I was answering it, I was really thinking more about my interactions with everybody that I love, like my friends and my family. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about that aspect in a partner. Yeah. Because to me, it's the physical touch level, like intimacy, very, very different than someone wanting to hold your hand when you're walking. Yeah. But to me, that's so annoying. Don't fucking hold my hand. It's going to get sweaty. I don't want to do it.
Right.
You know,
yeah,
you know what? Tap my ass every so often. Just,
right.
I don't mind. But you do not need to hold my hand. Oh, God, I dated this guy, and we were at Busch Gardens, and it was 90 degrees out. It was so hot. And we're standing in line, and he's, like, trying to, like, rub my shoulders. And I was like, stop fucking touching me. Like, it's 90 degrees out. I'm sweaty. You're sweaty. And why are you fucking touching me? You don't need to be, like, hanging on me.
Right.
Like, this is fucking gross to me. I
that's
don't like this.
I don't like, a little PDA.
A little.
I'm cool with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, walk past, maybe smack my ass. Keep going, dude.
Right.
We don't need to make out. You don't need to, like, hang on me like I'm your property. That's where I'm like, no, I don't.
Right.
I'm not okay with it.
No, not at all.
God, no wonder I'm single. God,
and I don't like to hold hands. The sweaty thing, like, that's what gets me, is it takes, like, 5 seconds for the hand to get all sweaty and clammy, and then it's, like, your fingers hurt. What I will do is, like, he puts his arm out, you know? And then, like, grab his, like, the inside of his arm. And, like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
But we don't need to hold hands walking down the street.
No.
We've been together for 10 years.
And you know what? Fucking, even if you're together for like 2 months. No.
Yeah.
Like when I see, I mean, bless anyone's heart that that's their love language. Good for you.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like a teenage kid thing.
Yeah.
That's when you hold hands. Like as a teenager.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, because you, like... Those are when, like, you're, like,
that's
just
like
learning how to kiss, you know? So it's
know?
like, holding hands are nothing.
Right. So you gotta hold hands, bro.
Yeah.
That's first base. You can't jump right into home.
Right.
Like, the fourth love language is quality time. Quality time is a love language centered around creating memorable, meaningful moments. Mm-hmm. If your partner loves new experiences and date night ideas, that might be the area to focus on. The key here is to give undivided attentions. Examples of your love language could be going on a walk without your phone, watching a movie you both enjoy, planning a date night or vacation, picking up a hobby, or signing up for an experience you both enjoy. And for me, whenever I see something like, oh, you know, let's check this out.
Right.
Like, to me, that's my love language, too. Like, I want to share my time with you.
Yeah. Because
you're special to me.
Yeah.
So, taking my grandsons to the museum or the park, that's a memory, you know? So, that's special to me versus being like, oh, well, let's go to the store and you guys can pick out a toy. You know?
Right.
It's like, no, let's share a memory. Let's play some board games together, you know?
Yeah, that might be pretty high up there for me because that's, like... I was just thinking, like, maybe that's my love language.
Yeah.
Because I love to, like, go and do things with other people, like, because that's what they like to do, you know? Like, or be like, here, let me come and show you something that I like. Let's go do it together, you know?
Right. Yeah, and you and I just went to Spiritualist Market. That was super fun.
Yeah.
Just being out together, you know, talking in the car ride, laughing, talking to new people about the same things we enjoy.
Yeah.
That was just a fun day.
It was. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
So the last love language is physical touch, and as the opposite of words of affirmation, this love language relies on physical affection, like cuddling, kissing and hugging, holding hands in public, sexual intimacy. Mm-hmm. And I got a big fat 0 on that one.
Yeah. The other thing, too, with that is, like, for me, I have lots of trauma. So sometimes that stuff is too much for me. Even now, today, like, years after all the trauma.
Right.
Sometimes I just can't do that part of it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's hard.
That's why I'm lucky I have a very understanding husband.
Yeah, you are very lucky. So the benefits of understanding the 5 love languages are... when you and your partner work on appreciating each other's love languages and meeting each other's needs, it can help strengthen your relationship. Mm-hmm. By exploring different ways to love one another, you build trust, you develop a stronger sense of empathy and understanding, you create more meaningful interactions, you experience deeper levels of intimacy, and you get help understanding your own needs. love languages aren't just for romantic relationships.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to feel seen and appreciated, whether it's a friend, coworker, or family member. Learning to express care in the way someone values most is a great way to practice empathy and strengthen your everyday connections. Like if we worked with someone, being a crocheter, I, like, whenever any of my friends have a baby, I want to make them a baby blanket. But if there's someone that I know does not appreciate a handmade gift, would rather have something bought from, like, Target, I won't waste my time making it. Because I know they won't appreciate it.
Right. And that's a time and effort, again, you know?
Yeah. And I'd rather not go to Goodwill one day and see the baby blanket that I made my friend sitting there on the shelf.
Right.
You know, so I will really only make something for someone I truly know will appreciate my time and my craft. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I won't make them anything. Yeah. So I encourage anyone out there to go on 5lovelanguages.com. Check out your love language. You don't have to buy anything. You do the quiz, and then it comes up. And at least on the website, you have to scroll down to the bottom to actually get, like, the PDF printout of your percentages and that.
Oh, shit. See, mine didn't even offer a PDF or nothing.
Yeah. I wish you would have did it on the computer. Well, you can go back
and do it.
But yeah, you had to scroll down because, like, after you do it, it's like, do you want to sign up for, you know, it's trying to get you to commit to something. And I'm like, oh, I don't. And I almost closed out, but then I started scrolling down. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you click on it and a PDF comes up.
Okay, so maybe I didn't scroll far enough because it did do that for me, but it said, like, that I had to, like, subscribe to something or something in order to get my full results.
To get your full results, but to get your percentage, you had to scroll all the way down, like, forever to where normally that's, like, the bottom of the website that says, like, their address or their domain thing. Like, that's how far you scroll down. Yeah. It was almost, like, tricky.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
But, you know, and I think, too, it's important, like, once you know your love language, is to being able to speak to your partner about your love language.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And because if they're touch and you're not, if you can't talk to them about it, you can't come to a compromise. That, you know.
Yeah. I mean, and, like, especially on, like, the trauma thing, like, because it's not, when I say that, it's not that, like, we can't have sex.
Right.
But it's, like, sometimes he'll touch me and I'm just in the wrong mood and it just doesn't feel like a touch from someone who loves me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's, like, having the ability to, like, talk about that part of it with your partner, like, I'm very lucky in that aspect. But,
for sure.
Yeah, so the love languages thing can only help in those kinds of conversations.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all with my results.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I always say my sister-in-law's, like, one of the best gift givers because she will see something, like, for example, we went to Mexico at the beginning of last year, and then she bought me something that she saw in Mexico that made her think of me, and then gave it to me for fucking Christmas. And I'm like, that was so, like...
Like, she held on to it for that long to give you something special.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I was like, you have some willpower. Cause
Oh, it's hard.
It is killing me just having Christmas presents at
my
house right now.
Dude, I had to wrap them. I couldn't keep looking at them. I had to wrap mine already. I'm like, I cannot wait for my grandsons to open their presents. Like, I did really good with presents this year.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I did. I've had them stashed everywhere, and then I have no room to hide anything anymore. So I was like, okay, now I really got to wrap them because they were in my whole closet. They were under my bed, you know. So, all right. Well, that was Love Languages, and we hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, and if you do happen to go on the website and take the test, we'd love to hear your thoughts on your results. You can send them to us at hexhavenpodcast@gmail.com, or if you have any topic suggestions, send them our way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.